Hello, boys and girls. So at this point, we've just finished Children of Wilston Lane, chapters 2 and 3. And Lisa is actually on her way out of Vienna. She's just said goodbye to her parents, and she's heartbroken. She's really sad. I don't know about you, but when I read the last line, I'm just going to take it out right now to read it. When I read the last line, the last few lines, the train gathered speed and the buildings passed in a blur. The snowy fields came into view and the city shrank into the distance. She stared and stared at the disappearing skyline. Finally, the giant silhouette of the Ferris wheel was the only landmark visible, turning slowly above the white roofline of Vienna. So I don't know about you, but I actually found that to be like very, very sad, and like heartbreaking in a way. So what I want to do right now is that basically what we're going to do is we're going to basically try to express like what our feelings are right now and how we're feeling. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that using a few tools. The first thing that you're going to do is that you're going to go into your Schoology, which you're on anyways, and you're going to click on the Make the Music to Make You Inspired. And you're going to be clicking the Music to Make You Inspired, which I already have up anyways for myself, and you're going to press play. Okay? And you're basically going to be playing that in your background, in which you're basically going to use that music to inspire you. The music that we chose, Claire de Lune, I probably did not pronounce it correctly, is pretty much the music that Lisa took from her piano before she left. If you remember in the book, it talked about how when she was basically saying goodbye on page 26, it said that she stopped the piano and brushed her fingers in the air above the keys. The copy of Claire de Lune was on the piano. Guiltily, she rolled it up and put it in her pocket. It was a silly luxury, she thought, since she had so little space, but she couldn't help herself. Clearly, this music is something that's very, very important to her. And it's very inspirational. It's actually a little bit sad and morose as I'm listening to it. I've listened to it a lot over the past day. And it really shakes you up a little bit. So I want you to use this music. I want you to use this music as kind of like the background to what you're going to be doing. Okay, I'm going to actually shut off the music for now because I want to make sure you can really focus on my voice. But when it's time to do your own picture chart, you're going to be doing that music. So just want to make sure that I'm still recording. Is I am being recorded. Great. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to go onto this website called Pictochart. I actually linked it in your Children of Wilston Lane Independent Work folder, okay, in your chapters 2 to 3. So you're going to go into Pictochart and you're going to actually press the sign up page and you're going to sign up. Now, something very important. You're going to sign up so I'm actually already signed in, so that's why it's not going to really work. But you're going to sign up using your Yeshiva Noam email. But you're not using your Shiva Noam password. As I told you the last time, you can never use your Shiva Noam password for anything except for just logging in. So you're going to sign up, as I said, using your Shiva Noam email, but a different password, okay? You're going to then be logged into this page, okay? You're going to scroll down until you're going to get to – now, there are ready-made templates, but you're going to kind of like create your own infographic. I'm going to try to use it on this one because I think this one is looking a little bit better or not. Create your own infographic. Now I'm going to press create. Now let me explain to you what this picture chart basically is. This picture chart is basically a way of kind of visually depicting your feelings. What are you going to be depict? Okay, you've just read chapters 2 and 3. You're going to be listening to this music, this really beautiful, sad music, and you're going to put yourself into Lisa's mind, and you're going to try to express through pictures, through words, like what you're thinking right now. And you're going to show it on this picture chart. So let me just show you how to use picture chart, and then I'm going to try to explain to you what I mean. Okay, so this is create your infographic, and it's pretty very easy to use. I'm going to once again turn off the music. Okay. On the left side, you have graphics, uploads, background, text. Okay, these are all different ways for you to kind of write text. This is what that we're working on. So if I want to kind of write a title, okay, I can write the Lisa leaving. Okay, maybe I'll just move that up a little bit. Or in theory, move it up a little bit. I don't know why it's not responding to me so well. Okay, Lisa leaving. And maybe I want to do some of the backgrounds. And, since Lisa's very sad, maybe I want to use maybe I'll just use a color. Just use a gray because she's very sad. I mean, there are other backgrounds over here, but they just haven't appeared. And I think I'm going to want to use a picture. So I think if you remember, she had talked about leaving the Ferris wheel. So I actually think I'm going to have a picture of the Ferris wheel. So I'm going to go to Google Images. Sorry. And I'm going to type in Ferris wheel. Sorry that my computer's working a little slowly. Ferris wheel. In theory, it's Ferris wheel is going to come up. Okay. And I actually want to do a darker one because I feel like she's a little bit sad. And I'm going to actually save it. I'm going to press save image as. And you want to save it in a place that you remember where you're saving it as. So I'm going to save it under downloads. And I'm going to actually rename it Ferris wheel or nothing to see here. That's weird. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe let me save it again. Save image as. A little bit awkward when it's weird. Let's see what happens. I'm going to press save. Oh, okay. And then I'm going to go back into my picture chart and I'm going to upload image. So I'm going to upload image, select image from my computer, and I'm going to go into my downloads. Here's my download, and I'm going to press open. And my picture should appear any minute. Any minute, feel free to appear, Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel. As I said, you're welcome to appear or not. Or maybe you don't want to appear. Successfully upload images. Very nice that you have successfully uploaded an image. Yeah, for some reason, it's not reading my images. Okay, but in theory, I uploaded an image and I added pictures. If I want to, I could choose graphics. I could choose photos, which for some reason none of them are appearing either. And I would, in theory, press enter, and I would basically insert these pictures into my picture chart. And I could just basically play around with it. These are copying and pasting. I wonder if I actually, let's see if this would actually work better. If I press copy image, and then I would press paste. I don't know why nothing is. Here we go. Now I pressed here, and then now I wonder if it would work. Upload image. Still didn't upload. Okay. But the point is that you're basically on this canvas going to basically depict her feelings. So your assignment right now is that as you are listening to the music, visually show how Lisa is feeling right now. Now let me show you what I did as my saved one that I did. So I'm going to go to my saved picture charts. I'm going to leave this page right now. Let's see if it actually will show up. And I actually created one last night, which I have a feeling you will not be able to see the image. And I don't know why. But I could just tell you what I had put up. So we're going to preview it. Awkward. Not showing up either. But I basically had a picture of, I had written Lisa leaving. I had a picture of Ferris wheel. I had a picture. I had looked up sad. And I had actually chosen maybe this picture. You know, of someone just very sad, right? Or I could have chosen lonely, right? You want to try to be, as serious as possible. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, this picture. And that's pretty much it. So you're going to basically listen to this music and you're going to visually depict what your feelings are. Have a great night. Sorry, not have a great night. Great job. Bye. This is Mrs. Kurtz signing off. Ooh, this is awkward. I am not having a good day with regards to this. I know I want to stop. I'm stopping. How can I stop? Hello.